So, hey, my magic bringers. Welcome to the episode of Magic Bringers Rising Chats for January 9th through the 15th. And I don't know where these last few weeks have gone, but stay tuned for this episode as we talk all about the energy of the week, what it takes to rise and to stay in your center as an intuitive. Welcome to Magic Bringers Rising Chats, a show by Super Secret Powers. I'm your host, Lindsay Baldessano, and let's get ready for a dose of energy healing, channeled guidance, and humor to keep your intuitive flow open and your roots grounded so you can weave the life of healing, spiritual purpose, and magic that you want. Happy New Year, because at Super Secret Powers, we have been sick. I am still not quite up to my usual energy levels and like dragging here, but it's time. It's time to get started again, even if we have to go a little bit slow. And we are coming up into some very interesting energy and for these next 2 weeks. But this week, things are really going to start to pick up. We're today, as of Monday, we're halfway through Mercury retrograde, which is good, which means we get into the action phase, which means we don't necessarily have to keep hitting all those skips and bumps and weird ass things that can happen. If you haven't been watching your P's and Q's before Mercury retrograde happened. I mean, our freezer died, our air fryer died. We've been sick. A whole bunch of little stuff has been hitting here, but we're all good and we're all getting better, and that's the most important part. And we have some Venus and Mars action this week. We have Mercury energy, of course, and Mars is preparing to go direct in Gemini. We have a Master 11 day. And then of course Mars is going direct completely. And we have the Green Comet making its appearance in our nighttime skies. It has a scientific name. I'm not going to remember what that is because it's a bunch of numbers and letters. But the Green Comet is certainly something to watch out for. And if you can see it, you have to pull out your binoculars or your telescope to see it. Certainly do, because they kind of guess that it's been like 50,000 years since the last time it was visible on Earth. And that was a very long time ago. And so who knows what it's going to bring. But generally speaking, comets are known for major events. And they're harbingers of change. Now, don't expect everything to change on the 12th when we actually do get to see the comet. I mean, you can kind of see it now, but it's supposed to be at its closest on the 12th to the sun, because it's kind of got this like 2-week period where it's coming closer and closer. And then on February 2nd, I believe it will be at its closest to Earth. And then it will dip below the southern horizon and it won't be seen in the northern hemisphere anymore. It'll be seen in the southern hemisphere. So it's like we've got 2 weeks of like direct access to it. Let's put it that way. But the Earth, of course, has, at least a good month of being able to see this comet and being able to try and work with those energies of change and, really setting things forth on a new foot. um, which kind of makes me feel like, this year we weren't meant to start for 2 weeks in until 2 weeks in. And now we have this huge thing. So we'll see. But do watch the Mars energy this week, of course, and it's Mars in Gemini. So it can feel like you're warming up to people in society again for a little bit. You want to see friends, you want to reconnect. If you didn't get a chance over the holidays, or if, now you want to, hang out with your chosen friend group. it's that kind of energy. Just, watch where your decisions lie. Watch where your judgments lie. In this Mars going into, or Mars and Gemini kind of energy. Now, next week, we have Mercury going direct, we have a new moon in Aquarius, and we have Uranus direct in Taurus. So from today, so from like Monday the 9th to like the 22nd, overall, we're seeing this like general lightening up of energy. We have to get through some Mars stuff this week. But once Mars is over its wibbly wobbliness as it goes direct again, things will steady out. I mean, this coming weekend looks pretty good. I mean, it's not anything heavy. So, once we get past some of the Mars stuff midweek, we should be good to go for a little while. We should be good and feel like we can sink in to the energy and the life pattern that this new 2023 year is bringing us, this number 7 year. And the 2023 Astrological Review booklet, over 20 pages of what this number 7 year means, the major planetary transits, the eclipse seasons, and even special dates for this coming year. This my booklet is still on sale. It's only $7, and you can see the link for that in the show notes or in the description for this post. So please, save yourself some time and energy. Get the booklet, start putting it into your calendar now so you have an idea of where the energy flows will be for this coming year. But this number 7 year is going to be really interesting as we get further into it. Because I do feel like there's some kind of grace that will come with this year, but we're still building up to it. I feel like we're still almost cleaning out because we're still in this energy where we have some retrogrades from last year still. So once that cleans out more toward the end of this month and we're down to, I think, like one retrograde, maybe not any. I didn't even look at that. But once we're down to that bare minimum and things are just like, oh, I think that's when, we're really going to start feeling into what this year can be. And we have that whole month of February where things are, pretty quiet. There's not too much craziness going on. There's no big shifts. We have a month. We have a month. After this weekend, we'll have, a month and 2 weeks of, really just okay feeling kind of energy where, maybe it's not a planetary transit that's causing, any ripples that you're feeling in your own healing in your own soul level. Maybe that's just something that has to come up within you, because not all of it is, this very temporary stuff. Some of it, really does come from deeper inside. And those quiet periods when there aren't any big events happening in the sky, that really, shows us what's already coming up within us, right? Okay. So that's that. And don't forget to look for the booklet. For $7, I mean, you really can't beat it. It's over 20 pages of all this practical information and even the medicine for each of the very big planetary transits that are coming this year. Because there's a lot of action. I mean, what Pluto is going to do this year is, something we've never seen because none of us have been alive. We're starting in a whole new generation of people born under this new Pluto and Aquarius, or we will, because it's still coming, influence. And so, get that information before it gets here. All right, on to the light language. So, the theme of this transmission is clearing, is detoxing, but also removing things, removing entities, removing things like tulpas, thought forms, things that have been lodged in our system. Just take a couple deep breaths. Call your attention and energy back to center, back to this very present, very safe moment. Transmission is beginning, so even if I do not speak, just intend to participate in this energy transmission for clearing, detoxification, and removal. One of the gifts of this year to come will be that of clear perception. So, the more work you can do and we can help you with for clearing the energy field to be as crisp and pure and serene as possible. And the easier and better this transition will be for all. This is what we wish. This is what we intend. And thank you for participating in this transmission. Allow the energy to move through you for as long as you wish. May everything released go to earth as fodder, recycle, fertilizer. Again, let this energy move through you as long as you need it to. But we will end the public transmission now. And thank you for participating. So if you found this helpful, then please like, follow, share Super Secret Powers on all your favorite platforms and to all your favorite magic bringers in this world. And we will see you next week, unless you are already part of the Magic Bringers Rising free community on Facebook. If not, join. And I can't wait to see you there.